There are growing questions tonight about some of the spending practices at the Department of Housing and Urban Development under new Secretary Ben Carson. Correspondent Peter Doocy looks at the allegations that while cuts were being made in services for Americans, money was spent freely on furniture and decor.
You might think the cabinet member who spent 31,000 taxpayer dollars on a dining set would be the Secretary of Interior decorating, but it's not. The new owner of a dining set that costs as much as an Audi, Housing and Urban Development Secretary Ben Carson. The dining set heading for his private dining room at HUD costs 6 times more than the $5,000 budget for upgrades like this unless Congress cuts a bigger check, which didn't happen. A HUD spokesman emailed Fox, quote, "Thanks for reaching out. I'll get you something." That was at 11:26 a.m. So no word on what's changed in Secretary Carson's thoughts on federal budgets since his days as candidate Carson.
Anybody who tells me you can't, like Nancy Pelosi, you can't reduce by 1 penny or it will be a complete disaster because we are 100% efficient. What a bunch of crap.
Carson isn't the only administration official whose eye-popping expenditures have drawn scrutiny during Trump's tenure. Former HHS Secretary Tom Price had to resign when the president soured on his use of private jets, and 2 others, EPA Administrator Scott Pruitt and VA Secretary David Shulkin, have recently had their travel invoices poured over as questions arose about high-priced fares or family members flying along. All this despite working for a commander-in-chief who signed an executive order last year directed at eliminating Washington's waste.
This order requires a thorough examination of every executive department and agency to see where money is being wasted, how services can be improved.
Now Democrats on Capitol Hill are pledging to give Carson, a former neurosurgeon, a thorough exam.
What is appropriate is an investigation by the Government Accounting Office into whether there's a violation of what's known as the Anti-Deficiency Act.
Now Republicans are investigating too. In the last hour, Oversight Committee Chair Trey Gowdy told HUD to preserve all documents about redecorating. He is trying to see if there's merit to a HUD employee's claim that they got demoted when they wouldn't blow the budget. Brett?
We'll follow it. Peter, thank you.